Well, welcome back to Beautiful Sanctuary. My name is Vani. How's everyone doing on this beautiful Wednesday morning, noon, or night? So we're still, I'm still doing well. I still am being consistent. Um, we are well. I say we, I mean me. We are covering the videos that I have done in my previous podcast channel, the same one, and just going over those videos, talking about those videos, touching on topics on those videos until I have covered all 48 videos, I think. So yeah, today's video is the video that I made on Don't React. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any other videos that I post here on this new channel / podcast. So yeah, not reacting is a lot of ways of saying don't give people the keys to your emotion. A non-reaction is a reaction towards somebody who is looking for you to react in a crazy way. And a lot of times, I know it's very difficult. Me, I'm like, personally speaking, I'm not a very confrontational person. I never have been. I'm more of defensive than I am a confrontational person. If I feel like you coming at me, in the wrong way, then I'll defend myself to the death. But I'm very stubborn. There you go, stubborn. And I'm learning to not react to what feels like, or what may feel like or sound like somebody is trying to purposely go out of their way to hurt my feelings in any type of way. Because I'm now saying that when you don't react to a lot of things, even if it is intentional, that somebody's trying to intentionally hurt you or say something bad to you, whether you hear them say it or not, things get solved quicker when you don't react to those things. If the negative, intentional, or unintentional things. I've seen that play firsthand personally in my life. Now, when you have somebody when you come into contact with somebody who is of negative energy and they're trying to get a rise out of you in some type of way, shape, or form, when you don't give them the reaction that they thought they would get out of you, it makes them even more mad that you're not as mad as they thought you would be. Which is absolutely insane. Especially in this economy and these days and times. It's crazy. But some people like to see other people upset. And then it gets them upset that you are not upset about what they did or what they said. They're like they keep trying to push your buttons and keep trying to do crazy stuff intentionally to piss you off on purpose. And I have had that happen to me on numerous of occasions. That also goes into play with also knowing like your spirit team and your ancestors and stuff like that. Because me personally, I know that for a fact that my spirit team and my ancestors don't play when it comes to me. I know that people hear that, you hear that and you say that. A lot of times you don't have to do or say anything. A lot of times when you have that nugging feeling in your that gut feeling to hush, you follow that voice. And also, when you do react to somebody pushing your buttons, you are giving them the keys to your emotions. You're giving that person authority to change how you feel in any circumstance that you're in. Say that you react to a person, y'all get into it, going back and forth, whoop-de-whoop, and you see that person out in public, and that person doesn't even know that you're there yet, or whatever. They're not there looking for you, but you just happen to see them. If that person can change your mood from happy to pissed in a matter of seconds, that person now has the keys to your emotions completely. Now, if it's the other way around, if that person is mad and you don't know that they're there, but they see you, and if your presence can shift somebody else's move from happy to pissed in just a matter of seconds. That person is willingly giving you the keys to control their emotions and how they feel and what they do and what they say. But you never want to willingly give somebody the keys to your emotion in no circumstance, no person, place, nor thing. Because it's like, it's not worth your peace. It's not worth it's just not worth your time, your energy, any of that. You can, the amount of time, minutes, days, and hours that you could spend going back and forth with anybody, you can do that. You can put that time and effort towards something productive, or just something in taking care of yourself in whichever way that may be for you. So not reacting or don't react is easier said than done, but it does need to be done. It does need to be done. I will say that. It does need to be done. Just that also goes into, I believe, self-care and self-love. More say, because when you don't give into the negative things and the negative ways of people or places or things like job and friends and co-workers and stuff like that, when you don't give into those negative sides of people and things and places, you have a lot more energy to do what you need to get done. Because for me personally, being angry and trying to get back at people, give them a taste of their own medicine, is really tiring, mentally and spiritually and emotionally tiring. To have to constantly go back and forth with somebody, to constantly fight battles that's not yours, that's not meant for you to fight, and all this type of things. You have to learn to not pay attention to negative things, places, or people, because in the end, it's not really worth it. Because that person can set out to piss you off in any type of way and then go on about their day, as long as they know that they made you upset. That is, they've reached their peak in life for that day or that month or just that hour. They can go on knowing that some people thrive off of making other people upset. And if you let somebody thrive off of your emotions, your mental, nobody is worth that. Don't let anybody thrive off of your energy when it comes to trying to get back at somebody. Because I've seen karma, I've had front row seats to seeing how karma really works. I've had somebody try to, down talk me about something, and then turn around, they lose it, and then I have it. I've seen that happen countless numbers of times. So I know that karma is a true thing. And you also have to watch what you say and what you do to people, because a lot of times when you are meant to be quiet, when you are going back and forth with a person, when you are meant to be quiet in that moment or that hour, you can cause karma to come down your street when it gets done dealing with that person. So with me personally, I try not to go back and forth with anybody. If you feel the way you feel about me, cool, feel that way. If you're going to say something about me, even if it's true or not, like, at the end of the day, you're going to have to answer for how you spoke about me at the end of the day. It may not happen. You may not get your karma today, the next day, or the next day, or that month, or that year, but don't think you're not gonna get off scot-free. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. So yeah, just think about that next time you are in a situation where you feel like you have to defend yourself or go back and forth with anybody, because you really don't. Because when you have karma there, and you want to make sure that you're clear of karma in any type of way. Yes, stand up for yourself. Yes, speak up for yourself. Don't do it in a way to where you are giving your emotions and your mental over to somebody willingly. Don't let somebody, a person, place, nor a thing, make you, or take away any type of peace of mind that you have had or have. And me personally, going through all of my 20s were willingly given into numerous of toxic situations. And then those things presented itself again in my 30s. And then it made me like sit back and realize that nobody is worth karma coming down my street. Nope. Nobody's worth that. Nobody is worth me losing any sleep over. Nobody's worth getting hot and frustrated for. Nobody is worth my time and energy when it comes to that. So yeah, and just when you value your peace of mind and you value your peace in general, when you value your peace when it comes to mental, when it comes to emotions, when it comes to spiritual, when you feel like when you fought so long and so hard to get on a better wavelength when it comes to your mental or your emotional or your spiritual, you not gonna let nobody come around and disturb that in no type of way. With me, like in relationships, for a big instance, on my end, if you coming around and it's just toxic right off the bat, and you gotta go instantly. You gotta go. Like, I've spent all of my 20s giving people the benefit of the doubt. Not again. I think not. The first time you show me your true colors, I'm gonna go basically off of that and cut ties where ties need to be cut. And a lot of times when it comes to relationships, but when it comes to anything, that comes to if it's a back and forth, a strained back and forth of negativity, well, that person is trying to like rage bait you or manipulate you or things like that. You have to cut ties where ties need to be cut. But yeah, that is all I will say on today. I will be posting again tomorrow. So don't forget to turn on your post notifications. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future videos that I will be posting up until we get to 48 videos. Just re-talking about it and retouching bases on it. And then after that, after all of the 48 videos have been made, then I will proceed to continue to move on with this podcast channel. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in today. I hope you continue to have a blessed, wonderful Wednesday morning, noon, or night. Bye.